Welcome to this evening's Nations League match in Group A3 between the Netherlands and Germany at the Johan Cruijff ArenA in Amsterdam. Well, questions were asked of the Germany team on whether or not they would be able to cope with the loss of Neuer, Kroos, Muller, and Gundogan. Well, they responded in devastating fashion with a crushing 5-0 victory over Hungary. Holland themselves starting extremely well with a 5-2 win at home to Bosnia. Well, we have with us also today updates from the England and Finland match. Mike Harneman is watching that game for us. Why don't we go over to Mike Harneman for team news of England versus Finland. Mike, take it away.
Thank you very much, Paul. Good evening, everyone. So we're going to start off with the Finnish lineup. Their manager is Markku Kanerva. In goal, they've got Heredecki. Then they've got Uranen, Ivanov, Hoskonen, Stahl, Keskainen, Kamara, Peltola, Jensen, Timu Pukki, and Schüller. I think that's how you pronounce his name, the number 11 there. And the England lineup is Jordan Pickford in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, John Stones, Ezri Konsa, and Rico Lewis make up the back four, with Angel Gomez coming in for his first start, alongside Declan Rice. Bukayo Saka and Anthony Gordon keep their place, as does Jack Grealish and Harry Kane, the captain, who is making his 100th appearance for England today. On the bench for Finland, we've got Antman, Galvez, Uranen, Kalman, Lodz, Niskanen, Nisala, Pojanpalo, Sinisalo, Tenno, Vaisalen, and Walter. And then the England bench is Bowen, Eze, Gallagher, Gibbs-White, Guy, Henderson, Livramento, Madueke, Harry Maguire, Kobe Mainu, Nick Pope, and Levi Colwill. The referee is Morten Krogh. And let's have a look here. The assistants are Dennis Rasmussen, Stefan Bramson, Mikael Redar is on fourth official, and Jonas Hansen is on VAR, and he is assisted by Rob Dieperink, or Dieperink, I think it might be pronounced.
All right, Mike. Quick question. Following England's victory over Ireland this past weekend, there's only been 3 changes, as you mentioned, but do you see England now looking to be very ruthless, if you will, against Finland tonight at home? Do they want a big result? Or is he just going to be happy to see how the team play, go through the motions? It just seems to me that they've rather shown Gareth Southgate up a bit with that first game in charge.
Yeah, I think that England are definitely favourites for this game. They played Finland 11 times, winning 9 of those and drawing 2. And then obviously that leaves Finland yet to beat England at all in any of those competitions, whether it's World Cups or friendlies or any of these Nations Leagues as well. I think this might actually be the first game in the Nations League actually between them. But, you know, all of the competitions, England have been victorious or haven't lost to Finland anyway. So yeah, I think with this lineup, I think England are looking very, very strong. The attacking front four is the same as it was against Ireland, and they all did very, very well. Saka, Gordon in particular, I thought was very good. Grealish, who I think was given player of the match on the day as well, was excellent, and Harry Kane, who is playing his 100th appearance for England today. So yeah, they kept the front four the same. Declan Rice is in there as well, and then there's a lot of experience really along the back with Trent Alexander-Arnold, John Stones, Ezri Konsa coming in as well, you know, to carry on to play in there instead of Harry Maguire or Mark Guehi, I should say, and then Rico Lewis at left back. So yeah, I think England they've gone very, very strong, and I think Lee Carsley is probably expecting quite a comfortable win here today.
All right, thank you, Mike. We'll be going to you for periods during the game for updates on the England and Finland game at Wembley Stadium this evening. But our main feature today comes from the Johan Cruijff ArenA, where 2 rivals lock horns together tonight, the Netherlands and Germany. For Germany, well, the big news for them, of course, is that their goal scorer, if you will, the real goal-scoring threat that Germany have in Nicholas Füllkrug, is injured with an Achilles tendon injury and left the squad and returned to London. So he may be out for a little while. So no Füllkrug tonight. Dennis Undav replaces him. And for the Netherlands, Brian Brobby steps in for Joshua Zirkzee, who drops down to the bench tonight, which is also really interesting. Let's take a look at the two starting lineups, starting with the Netherlands, who are managed by Ronald Koeman. In goal is number 1, Bart Verbruggen. Nathan Ake, Virgil van Dijk, the captain, Matthijs de Ligt and Denzel Dumfries make up the back four. The three in midfield are Ryan Gravenberg, Tiani Reinders, and Jurdy Schutten, with the three forwards being Cody Gakpo, Brian Brobby, and Xavi Simons. The Netherlands will line up in a 4-3-3 formation. For Germany, who are managed by Julian Nagelsmann, make, just as I mentioned before, just a one change. They line up with Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal, David Rahm, Nico Schlotterbeck, Jonathan Tah, and Joshua Kimmich are your back four. Kimmich wears the captain's armband tonight. Three in midfield, Pascal Gross, Kai Havertz, and Robert Anderlecht. And two playing behind Dennis Undav are Jamal Musiala and Florian Wirtz, as Julian Nagelsmann opts for a Christmas tree formation of 4-3-2-1. Still plenty of goal-scoring threat within that Germany side, and the Netherlands will have to be careful. They have firepower on their bench. Their substitutes are Nick Olschi, the goalkeeper, and Mark Flecken, of course, from Brentford. Lutz de Scherel Geertruida and Jurien Timmer, the Arsenal player. Wout Weghorst, just recently signed for Ajax. Joshua Zirkzee, Quinten Timmer, Justin Kluivert, Doniel Malen, Jean-Paul van Hecker, and Jorel Hatto make up the substitutes bench for the Dutch. For Germany, Oliver Baumann and Alexander Nubel are the two goalkeepers. Robin Koch, Voldemir Anton, Chris Feurich, Maximilian Bayer is the only recognised forward on the bench. Alexander Pavlovich, Maximilian Mittelstadt, Angelo Stiller, Benjamin Heinrich, and Emre Can make up the German team substitutes. Our referee today is David Massa. He's from Imperia in Italy. He's 43 years old. His entire official team is from Italy. Dipo Melli, Stefani Alessio, Ermanno Feliciani, Alejandro Di Paolo, and Valerio Marini are the officials. The latter two there are in VAR. The two teams, of course, have met each other a total of 46 times. And the Dutch have won 12, drawn 7, and they've lost 17 to their arch rivals. And this is the second time they've met in the Nations League. The last time was in a Nations League semi-final, which Holland won by 3-1. So the Dutch, in their famous orange shirts, orange shorts, and orange socks, are going to get the game underway. They're going to be attacking the goal to our right. Germany in their regular strips of white shirts with the national colours on the trim, and white shorts and white socks, as the game is underway now, and it's dropped all the way back to Manchester United's Matthijs de Ligt. The ball is launched long over the halfway line. Also, just to mention, at Wembley, there is a minute's applause for Sven-Goran Eriksson, Kevin Campbell, Tommy Banks, and Craig Shakespeare. So there may be a slightly delayed start there. We will keep you up to date, as mentioned. And here's David Rahm for Germany. Oh, he just plays that ball off Denzel Dumfries, who was in an advanced position, and it goes out of play for a throw-in to Germany as we take a look at Ronald Koeman there. The Dutch head coach, former player, of course, if I remember correctly. There was a superb free kick taker. So much power and accuracy on that free kick that Ronald Koeman had as a player. It was very impressive to watch. And it's now with David Rahm. He plays the ball over the halfway line to Musiala. Musiala skittles down the left-hand side. He tries to find Undav, but that's comfortably won back. And here is the number 7 for the Dutch is Xavi Simons, and it's played all the way back there to Virgil van Dijk. Shooting. Drops the ball back to De Ligt. And De Ligt just gives the ball back to the goalkeeper, Bart Verbruggen. And it's released to Virgil van Dijk. Back to Verbruggen, the Brighton goalkeeper. It's launched downfield, just chesting the ball down very, very well there is Simons. And the ball is played on, and it's through now. It's Brobby. It's one-on-one. He could give the Dutch the lead. And oh, what a finish by... it's actually Reinders, the goal scorer. It's Tiani Reinders who was played through one-on-one, and he gives the Netherlands the lead. And that is the perfect start for the Netherlands and a disaster for Germany. The goal scored there by Tiani Reinders, and the Netherlands take an early lead against Germany inside 2 minutes, and it is a goal to the good for the Netherlands as Tiani Reinders was played through there. The German defence was split open, and he was one-on-one and put the ball into the net. And, well, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, no chance with that one. And as he looks up, rather shocked at where his defence is, and, well, he might ask, the German defence was, it has to be said, was half asleep there. And Ronald Koeman celebrates the early goal. That'll get the crowd on their feet, and they're underway at Wembley, and we'll get a short report from Mike very soon there on that. But it's Tiani Reinders. The goal is currently being checked by VAR, and it has been given. So Tiani Reinders gives Holland the lead after just 2 minutes here at the Johan Cruijff ArenA. The ball is played forward there by Kimmich, but he's dispossessed, and down there on his feet there is Cody Gakpo, but he's getting back on his feet. Germany have possession now with Anderlecht, sporting a new blonde haircut. It's Jonathan Tah does a quick 1-2 with Wirtz. It's played now to Joshua Kimmich, back to Tah. Tah across the defensive line there to Nico Schlotterbeck. And Schlotterbeck just inside the centre circle. He gives the ball now to Pascal Gross. Gross down this left-hand side to David Raum. Raum drops the ball back to the halfway line to Pascal Gross. And played across now to Jonathan Tah. Down the right-hand side there to Joshua Kimmich. Here is Florian Wirtz. Wirtz just plays the ball there to Kimmich, who just keeps the ball in play, but that's easily dealt with by Virgil van Dijk. Holland just trying to get the ball away, and Jonathan Tah there plays a foul on Brian Brobby, and it's going to be a free kick to Holland. So let's get some early reporting from Wembley. Still 0-0, Mike?
Yes, it is. England have just had a bit of possession just now, though, and just won a corner here, which Anthony Gordon's going to take in a minute. But England have started brightly and looking to really take the game to Finland at this early stages. So, yeah, it's just Anthony Gordon there, whipped the ball into the box. Harry Kane wins the header, knocks it down, and Bukayo Saka was involved. And then just Finland just hooked it out for a corner. So Trent Alexander-Arnold's just going to take this corner now. Just going to whip it in for England. But currently, it's still 0-0 at the moment, yeah.
All right, thanks, Mike, for that. We'll be back to you for any chances and action going on at Wembley Stadium as Brian Brobby goes down under the challenge of Jonathan Tah. As Julian Nagelsmann looks on, this is a real test of this German team, falling behind early against their rivals. It's a free kick to the Netherlands, which Xavi Simons is standing over right now. And it's a high line by Germany outside the 18-yard box. Virgil van Dijk and Anderlecht are tussling there. The free kick is going to be taken by Simons once the official allows for this free kick to be taken. Here's Simons with a free kick. He just tries to lift it over the top. Headed out that time by Musiala and cleared away there. Really not that far, but eventually helped out by Musiala. Florian Wirtz chasing that one, but the ball goes out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in for Holland as the ball is now thrown over on the far side there to Nathan Ake. He's going to take this throw-in for Holland. Throws it there down to Gakpo. Gakpo drops the ball back to Virgil van Dijk. It's Netherlands 1, Germany 0, if you're just joining us. 6 minutes gone and at Johan Cruijff ArenA. As here's Matthijs de Ligt, just drops the ball back there to the goalkeeper, Bart Verbruggen. He releases it downfield. Challenging up there is Cody Gakpo. Flicks the ball on, looking for Brobby. Brobby is fouled from behind, and that's going to be a free kick for the foul by Jonathan Tah. Jonathan Tah protesting, but I think that was, in fact, a free kick. Looks like there's been a lucky escape for one of the two teams at Wembley. You want to fill us in, Mike?
Yeah, it was a lucky escape for England. It was a back pass to Jordan Pickford. He just basically took a little bit too long with his touch there, and Teemu Pukki was in, nicked the ball off his foot, and luckily for England, the ball just fell behind for a goal kick. But when you're in control of the game, as England have been in the opening 6 minutes, you don't want your goalkeeper to be doing that.
Thanks very much, Mike. And we're back here at Johan Cruijff ArenA. Here's Gakpo. He drops the ball back here into the midfield to Schotten. It's now with Matthijs de Ligt, just inside the centre circle, over the halfway line. Gives the ball to Denzel Dumfries. Dumfries drops the ball back there to Matthijs de Ligt. De Ligt drops the ball now down to Xavi Simons, who drops the ball back into his own half to De Ligt again. He goes back to the goalkeeper. And it's now picked up by Virgil van Dijk. He goes long, does Van Dijk, looking for Cody Gakpo again. That's dealt with well there by Joshua Kimmich, and it's headed then back to the goalkeeper by Robert Anderlecht, as Germany are looking second best in the first 8 minutes here at the Johan Cruijff ArenA. And it just doesn't seem to be the same side that just literally took Hungary apart. I know we're talking about quality of two different teams here, but it is definitely who are this Germany team out tonight compared to Saturday. The ball is launched long by ter Stegen. Chasing through now, though, is Florian Wirtz. And Bart Verbruggen just plays with it and clears the ball out of play. But Wirtz unable to get behind the goalkeeper with the ball as Kai Havertz now takes a throw in. Kimmich launches the ball into the box. It's headed down there by De Ligt and played away by Ake. And the ball is played forward now. And Cody Gakpo's away over the halfway line. He's got Brobby alongside him and also Simons. And it's a really good ball there to Rymans. And Rymans just is dispossessed that time. Dumfries fights to win the ball back, but he is fouled. And it's going to be a free kick to Germany as we go back to Wembley. Looks like there's been another chance between England and Finland. Who's it come to, Mike?
Yeah, it's come to England, and it was Harry Kane. It was just a ball in from Bukayo Saka. Harry Kane, his effort was deflected behind for a corner, but the corner's just come to nothing now, and it's back with England in midfield. So Jack Grealish in possession at the moment, and it's just going to play the ball here to Gordon. It's cleared out by the Finnish defender again. So, yeah, still 0-0. 8 minutes and 20 played.
Thanks, Mike. Here's Jonathan Tah. Gives the ball to Wirtz. Wirtz plays the ball down the right to Joshua Kimmich. Getting forward now. Joshua Kimmich gets across and it's headed down there by Virgil van Dijk. And Nathan Ake just flicks it back and out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in for Germany. As we look at the substitute bench there. Robbie in today for Joshua Zirkzee. That is a big change by Ronald Koeman in such an important game. But so far it's working out. Here's Pascal Gross. Gross to Tah. Tah gives the ball down the right-hand side to Kimmich again, who seems to be happy to get forward. And the ball is played across there, looking for David Rama there over on the right-hand side. It's swung in by Ram and dropped down there by Dennis Undav, but it was cleared away by Virgil van Dijk. He wasn't able to bring that ball under control at all. And it's going to be a throw-in. And there's Anderlecht now. Anderlecht to Kai Havertz. Havertz plays the ball across there to Nico Schlotterbeck. Ram back over on the left-hand side, but he doesn't choose to pass to Ram. Eventually, the ball is played to David Ram. And David Ram takes the ball back into his own half of the field. And it's picked up here by Pascal Gross inside the centre circle. Lifts the ball over the top, looking there for Joshua Kimmich. But he finds Wirtz instead. Wirtz plays Havertz through, and it's into the side netting. Oh, that was a chance for Kai Havertz. And he pulls it to the goalkeeper's near post rather than going to the far and plays it into the side netting. And that's a chance that Germany won't get too many of in this game. Into the side netting, and it'll be a goal kick as Kai Havertz. In fact, it's a corner. I'm not sure where that corner came from. It didn't seem to deflect off anybody, but it is a corner to Germany, nevertheless. And the corner is going to be taken there on the far side. I'm just trying to see who that is. I think it's Kimmich. No, it's not Kimmich. The ball is outswung anyway, and the header is on and over the crossbar by Nico Schlotterbeck, and it's a goal kick. Schlotterbeck just getting above Matthijs de Ligt there to head the ball over the crossbar. And it's 12 minutes gone here. It's Netherlands 1, Germany 0. And the goal kick taken quickly. And it's now with Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk plays the ball to Ake. Ake played forward to Cody Gakpo. Fouled by Kai Havertz, and it's going to be a free kick. And Germany, well, at the moment they are trying to get themselves back into this game, but I think the Dutch look very comfortable at the moment, both in possession and defensively. The one chance falling to Kai Havertz is about as close as Germany has got. And here is Simons. Simons to Dumfries. Plays the ball forward here to Brobby. Brobby trying to hold the ball up, but he's under pressure from Jonathan Tah. Good ball there to the number 8, Sutton. He plays the ball to Simons, and Simons goes down under the challenge. And it's going to be a yellow card for the foul by Nico Schlotterbeck. So Schlotterbeck goes into the referee's notebook for the foul on Xavi Simons. And it's going to be a free kick to Holland. It's a good ball by Brobby, holding off Jonathan Tah really well, but you can see it was a late challenge by Nico Schlotterbeck. I wonder whether Xavi Simons might have gone down a little easy, but it's still a free kick. Nevertheless, if you do that, you're going to go into the referee's notebook. It's at the corner of the penalty area on the right-hand side, about 22 yards out, I would say. It's going to be taken by Xavi Simons. Germany holding the line on the 18-yard box. We're going to go and hear about a chance for Finland in a few moments, but first, this free kick by Holland. And it's going to be taken by the number 7, Xavi Simons. There's one man there in the wall. That's Florian Wirtz. And challenging there is Denzel Dumfries. Watching him is Joshua Kimmich. We're just waiting for the referee to blow the whistle here. And finally, Simons will take the free kick. Oh, it's a free header, and it was nearly 2-0. Oh, what a chance. And it was Denzel Dumfries. And that really should have been 2-0. A totally free header. Germany not picking up Denzel Dumfries. Ter Stegen was rooted to the spot, and if that was on target, that would have been 2-0. But it's a goal kick, and Dumfries, that's a chance. Mike, let's hear about Finland's chance.
Yeah, so it was Teemu Pukki, the man who was involved, and he just had an effort that was deflected behind for a corner by Rico Lewis. Didn't come to anything, luckily for England, though, and it's still 0-0. Just coming up to around about 14 minutes now, just in the next 10 seconds or so.
All right, well, the ball is with Robert Anderlecht. Just takes the ball into his own half and releases the ball to Pascal Gross. Gross gives the ball back to Anderlecht. Here's Jonathan Tah down the right-hand side to Joshua Kimmich, who seems to be getting forward, almost acting as a wing-back. And there's Musiala. Drops the ball to Anderlecht. Anderlecht across to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck, oh, it's a poor ball by him, but eventually it does find Dennis Undav. And there's Pascal Gross. Plays the ball over to the right-hand side to Kimmich. Can he get a cross in, the German captain? He's got standing in front of him there is the number 5, Nathan Ake. But now then, here's Anderlecht. Anderlecht goes long to the left-hand side to Florian Wirtz. He brings that ball down well. Wirtz plays it across and a turn and a shot by Havertz, but it's a really good block by Virgil van Dijk. And finally, Matthijs de Ligt just hooks the ball away. And Germany still keep possession with Joshua Kimmich. Plays the ball to Musiala. Jamal Musiala skipping into the penalty area. What can he do with it? Still managing to keep possession despite falling on the floor for a moment. He gives the ball to Kimmich. It's now with Pascal Gross. Gross, long ball over to David Rahm on the left-hand side. Rahm gets a cross in, and that's headed out of play that time by Matthijs de Ligt for a throw into Germany. And Germany now just trying to create some chances to get themselves back into this game. It's Pascal Gross. He drops the ball back there to the number 15, Nico Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck holds the ball up and brings the ball into the centre circle. And Jonathan Tah just hands the ball to Pascal Gross. Tah lifts the ball over the top, over to Kimmich, down the right-hand side again. Ake in front of him, and gives the ball to Musiala. Musiala's got 3 players around him, and it's back with Kimmich. Drops the ball to Jonathan Tah. Back to Kimmich. Kimmich to Nico Schlotterbeck. Held up well here is Pascal Gross. Gross plays the ball down the left-hand side here to Wirtz. Wirtz trying to play the ball into the middle. He lifts the ball into the penalty area, looking for Kimmich, but that's good work by Nathan Ake. Clears the ball out, but only as far as Jonathan Tah, and Germany continue to put on the pressure. Here is Anderlecht. Gives the ball there to Jonathan Tah. Tah again. Germany just stroking the ball around right now, keeping possession. And it's now with Schlotterbeck. Anderlecht. Kimmich. Kimmich there. Corner of the penalty area, right-hand side. Tries to play the ball in. It takes a deflection off Nathan Ake, and that kindly goes through to Bart Verbruggen in the goal for the Netherlands. We have 18 minutes gone here, and it's Netherlands 1, Germany 0. Mike, let's just check in with you and England and Finland. Who's in charge, would you say?
Yeah, so still 0-0, but it looks like England are pretty much in control for me. They have been a little bit sloppy at times, though. Jordan Pickford was nearly caught out. Declan Rice was a little bit fortunate with one that he played back to Jordan Pickford that he got away with as well. But England in the ascendancy for me, and they're on the attack here now with Anthony Gordon as well. So trying to get that opening goal.
All right, thanks, Mike. Kai Havertz has the ball. He gives the ball to David Rahm. Rahm to Pascal Gross. Gross launches the ball over on the far side to Kimmich, who keeps the ball in play. It lands to Florian Wirtz, who had more time than he realised, and instead he lifted the ball into the 6-yard box to look for Dennis Undav. But Undav was in an offside position, and Florian Wirtz had a little more time than he realised there, but it's going to be a free kick now to the Netherlands, which will be taken by the captain, Virgil van Dijk. He takes it to the corner of the penalty area, in fact, and gives it to the goalkeeper, Verbruggen, who releases the ball downfield. The header is won in the centre of midfield by Pascal Gross. It goes out to David Rahm. Rahm just drops the ball back to Schlotterbeck. Here's Anderlecht. Robert Anderlecht plays the ball across to Jonathan Tah. Tah is back with Gross. Here's Kai Havertz now. Havertz now attacking the penalty area for Germany. And it's with Florian Wirtz. And it's Kimmich over to Wirtz now down the right-hand side. Wirtz tries to get the cross in, but it comes off the backside of Nathan Ake. And it's going to be a corner to Germany. Apparently, Anthony Gordon is causing 1 or 2 problems in the England game. We'll go back there in a few moments' time, but we're going to look at this corner to Germany first. And just trying to see who is going to take that on the far side. It looks like, yes, it's Jamal Musiala. And Musiala launches the corner in, and the heads go up. It's once again Schlotterbeck winning the header. It's headed out only as far there as the number 6, Ryan Gravenbeck. But it's a long ball by Gravenbeck, and over the top, and in one-on-one. Here is Simons, and it's a super save by Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Oh, Xavi Simons with just a simple ball over the top by Ryan Gravenberch found himself in almost one-on-one with Marc-Andre ter Stegen as Germany's defence melting once again. It's a good save, though, in the end by Marc-Andre ter Stegen. And it's going to be a corner, in fact, now to the Dutch. And we're going to go over to Wembley in just a few moments' time. But right now, we've got a corner to the Netherlands to be taken on the left-hand side. And Virgil van Dijk and Matthijs de Ligt all in there, along with Ake and Cody Gakpo. And the corner is to be taken by Simons. It's headed out there by Kai Havertz, almost all the way to the halfway line. So let's go back to Wembley. Mike, what's Anthony Gordon doing to that poor Finland defence?
Yeah, Anthony Gordon's playing very, very well in the opening 20 minutes of this game. There's a big chance here for Harry Kane as well. It's just saved by ArenA there in the Finland goal, just as you came to me. But everything good for England seems to be coming down this left side for Anthony Gordon at this moment in time, yeah.
All right, thanks very much. Ball picked up in the middle of the park there by Reinders. Reinders plays the ball out to Simons. Simons through to Brobby. Now can Brobby turn in the penalty area? Brobby tries to get a shot away. It's blocked. Gakpo lays the ball off to the edge of the area. It's Simons again. Oh, he beats two Germany players and tries to get the shot away to the right-hand side. He just skipped in between Jonathan Tah and David Rahm there and just got the shot away. But once again, Brian Brobby is extremely big and strong, and Germany are struggling to handle him. And he just pulls the ball back here, and it's laid off nicely by Gakpo to Simons. And Simons actually just skips into two defenders there, pulls the shot just wide. It's a goal kick. But right now, Germany are trying to get themselves back into the game. They've looked a little better. We're going to hear about a chance for Finland in a few moments' time, but we'll just see how this attack from Germany works out first. But instead, they go all the way back to Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Mike, what's happened there? Finland nearly broke the deadlock?
Yeah, it was a big chance for the number 14, Keskainen, and it was just down the other. It was on the counter attack there, and he was a little bit unfortunate, actually, to be honest. But then ArenA right down the other end has just made a save from Bukayo Saka as well. So game's definitely opening up now.
Here's Anderlecht. Plays the ball into the box. It's cleared away, but David Rahm chasing this one down now, putting Xavi Simons under pressure, but the referee has pulled play back for a free kick. I didn't really see a lot wrong with Rahm's challenge there on Simons. Let's take a... Is it perhaps for an earlier free kick? Let's have a look. David Rahm comes in there on Simons. I didn't see a lot wrong with that, to be perfectly honest, as we just take a look with the ball over the top there by Gravenberch to Simons, who was one-on-one with Marc-Andre ter Stegen. The finish wasn't the best, it has to be said, but good save by ter Stegen nonetheless, as he keeps Germany on parity. As every time the Dutch come forward, especially that front three of Gakpo, Brobby and Simons, they are looking very, very dangerous. And we're just picking up a yellow card here for Jonathan Tah. And we're hearing about a goal that's been disallowed for England. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, it was Bukayo Saka again with a delivery. Harry Kane on the end of it. And it's just been given offside there. So England thought they had the lead, but it's just been chalked out. So still 0-0. But Harry Kane is causing problems as well as Bukayo Saka and Anthony Gordon for the Finnish defence.
Well, you're just back as Jonathan Tah picks up a yellow card for a foul on Brian Brobby. And it's going to be a free kick to the Netherlands. Apparently that opportunity that is being checked by VAR at the moment, that disallowed goal. So we'll come back to you once we have we'll come back to Mike once we have an answer for that. Germany now storming forward with Dennis Undav over the halfway line. He plays it to Havertz. It's still Havertz. Havertz plays it through to Musiala. Musiala takes a shot on a deflection and it lands on top of the goal. Oh, that was so nearly 1-1. It just took a vicious deflection. I believe it was from Reinders. Let's just take a look here. Well, we'll start with this ball from Havertz to Musiala. And Musiala just took his time there. Looks like it actually, yes, it took a deflection off Reinders and onto the top of the net. And that really should have been that. That was fortunate. That could have landed anywhere. Instead, it's a corner for Germany, and it's going to be swung in and headed out there. Only really as far as headed out by Simons, and it's played back into the penalty area. Might have come off the head of Brobby, and it's another corner. Believe that goal was offside, but very, very tight. We'll get Mike's view on it in a moment. But it's another corner for Germany, this time down the left-hand side. And Jonathan Tah in the box now, looking to maybe create some havoc. The corner is going to be taken by Pascal Goudos. Goudos is going to swing this one in. And it's all the way to the back post. It's headed up into the air by Ake. Well, you can see Kai Havertz trying to bring the ball down there, and it's finally won by Anderlecht and launched back into the penalty area as far there as Undav, but he was stretching and he just couldn't get his foot on the end of that ball into the box. So let's go back to Mike at Wembley and hear about the offside goal. Mike, fair decision or not fair decision?
Yeah, it was definitely the right decision, but it was very, very tight there for Harry Kane. He did look like he was in an offside position for me to start with, and then they've obviously gone to VAR and confirmed that. So, yeah, they've got the decision right for me, as much as it was tight.
All right. Here's Ram. Ram holds the ball up and drops it just back into his half. And here is Pascal Goudos. Germany trying to break Holland down. And they just seem to be lacking the final ball at the moment, Germany. And the target man, Dennis Undav, just not getting the ball to his feet or onto his head at the moment. Here's Goudos again. Jonathan Tah. Goudos. Long ball over to David Ram on the left-hand side. He lays it down beautifully for Wirtz. Wirtz holds the ball up there and just skips inside Simons and gives the ball to Ram. Ram gets the cross in. It's over the head of Kai Havertz and picked up on the far side to Jonathan Tah. Tah out onto the left-hand side here to Pascal Goudos. Goudos swings the cross in and just headed to away there by Denzel Dumfries, but only as far as David Ram. Ram gives the ball to Musiala, who's switching between the left side and the right side. A quick 1-2 with Florian Wirtz. Wirtz gives the ball back to Jamal Musiala. Musiala's shot is blocked there by Denzel Dumfries, and it goes out of play. And it's a throw in there to Germany. And the ball is just touched off by Pascal Goudos. Nice play. Here's Undav. Gives the ball to Anderlecht. Anderlecht swings a dangerous cross in that corridor of uncertainty, but no German player taking the risk there and making the run towards goal. But that was very good football by Germany. Good one-touch football, but nobody taking that risk and making the run to the penalty area. Mike, I believe Finland looking pretty dangerous on the counter. You think they might score?
They are looking quite dangerous on the counter. They don't really that they're going to score or trouble the England goalkeeper Jordan Pickford too much at the moment. The latest effort was from Keskainen. Again, he's had a couple of efforts now for Finland. That latest one was well and truly troubling somebody in the crowd more than it was troubling Jordan Pickford. But yeah, still 0-0. Bukayo Saka, I think it's just won a corner here for England though with 28 played.
All right, thanks very much. So here is Florian Wirtz as Germany now really starting to come into this game. Wirtz still has the ball. He's got Dumfries shielding him well. And that's, Wirtz is saying it came off Denzel Dumfries. The referee is saying it's a goal kick. Nope, now he's changed his mind and in fact has given the corner. So the protests, I guess, worked here. Let's take a look at this again. Actually, I think that ball might have already crossed the line, actually, before Denzel Dumfries got the touch. But it's going to be a corner to Germany nevertheless. Here is Musiala, swings the ball in and headed out that time by Cody Gakpo. And here's Jonathan Tah, corner of the penalty area now, left-hand side. Here's Havertz, gives the ball to Kimmich. And here's Anderlecht. Germany now really dominated the last 10 to 15 minutes, but haven't really created anything to show for it. Here's Kimmich. Gives the ball to Anderlecht. And here's Havertz. Havertz drops the ball there back to Goudos. And here's Nico Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck plays it down to Jamal Musiala. Musiala cuts into the penalty area, was looking for David Ram, but that's comfortably cleared away by Denzel Dumfries as we hit the half-hour mark here at the Johan Cruijff ArenA in Amsterdam. It is Netherlands 1, Germany 0. And here's Anderlecht now. and it's Pascal Gross. Good ball out to the left-hand side to David Rahm. David Rahm lifted the ball over the top, looking to just try to beat Denzel Dumfries. He wasn't able to do that, and Xavi Simons wins the ball back off Pascal Gross. And now Holland coming forward, and it's Cody Gakpo. He's got Brian Brobby overlapping. Gakpo beats Anderlecht, gets the shot away and pulls it wide. But that's a good effort by Gakpo. Those front three, Gakpo, Brobby and Simons, causing Germany all sorts of, the German defence, all sorts of chaos here. As we just take a look at this by Cody Gakpo. Again, he was pulled back there by Anderlecht as well, but the referee is in fact given a corner. And they're claiming handball. And Rahm has received a booking for the protest, and he needs to keep himself out of this. It's only supposed to be the captain that gets involved. And that's an unnecessary yellow card taken by David Rahm. So that's the third German player in the book in this first half, as Germany becoming very frustrated at the moment. It's a corner to the Dutch, and it's going to be taken by Xavi Simons. Denzel Dumfries has made his way into the penalty area. Virgil van Dijk, of course, Nathan Ake, Matthijs de Ligt are all in there. And the corner is going to be swung in by Simons. Ter Stegen comes for it. He does get a punch on it. And it's headed on by Kai Havertz, only to the edge of the area, and it's now back with Simons. Simons cuts to the corner of the penalty area, gets a shot away, gets a cross away, and it's headed behind by Nico Schlotterbeck. And it's going to be another corner to Holland with 33 minutes gone. And this is a very, very absorbing game. With the front line of the Netherlands looking very, very dangerous, and Germany looking dangerous when they get possession of the ball, although they haven't really created anything as of yet. Virgil van Dijk having a word with the referee. The referee not going to listen to it anymore. And Holland do have the corner, and it's going to be Simons that's going to take it. As once again, the usual suspects in the box, Ake, Dumfries, De Ligt, Van Dijk, all waiting to see if they can double the Netherlands lead before half-time. And the corner is outswung. Heads going up. It's Anderlecht gets the header on, and it's cleared away by Undav, but only as far there as Reinders. Reinders, the scorer of the only goal so far, got the one-on-one chance with Ter Stegen, really put it away well. The ball is played forward there by Jamal Musiala, looking for Dennis Undav, but that is away from Undav, and it goes all the way through to the goalkeeper. And now coming forward are Holland with Cody Gakpo, as he intends to torment that German defence again. Gakpo gives it to Reinders. Reinders holds the ball up, gives the ball there to Ake. Good ball by Ake there, only really as far as Gravenberch. Ake again, good step in and challenge there by Kai Havertz. The ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in to Holland on the corner of the penalty area down the left-hand side. Here's Cody Gakpo, slips inside Anderlecht, and Anderlecht trying to come back and challenge Gakpo, but Gakpo keeps possession very, very well. Tries to back heel it for Nathan Ake, but that was read well by Joshua Kimmich. And here's Florian Wirtz. It's Anderlecht now. Germany looking to break out of their own half. Nico Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck, he's got options to his left, which is David Rahm, who likes to get forward himself. David Rahm now over the halfway line. And it's with the number 5, Pascal Gross. Gross to Robert Anderlecht. Across there to the number 17, Florian Wirtz. Wirtz, good ball to Kimmich. Kimmich back to Anderlecht. She's a good 40 yards out. Tries to play a quick ball through there to Undav, but that didn't work as he was comfortably dispossessed. And the ball is cleared away, and Brian Brobby looking to chase that, but Nico Schlotterbeck read that well and picked it up and plays the ball to Jonathan Tah. Anderlecht. 10 minutes to go till half-time at the Johan Cruijff ArenA. England have had a chance. Mike, fill us in on that one, would you please?
Yeah, it was 2 chances in one, really. England have had a handful of corners there. The first one was Bukayo Saka. His effort was deflected wide, and then just from the latest one, Bukayo Saka had another effort, and that just fires over the top. So Bukayo Saka's looking to get himself involved in this game a little bit more now as well.
All right, thanks, Mike. Still 0-0 there. I'll go through the scores for the Nations League at half-time. The cross is swung in and by Kimmich, and it's just plucked out of the air by Bart Verbruggen, who's looking for Jamal Musiala in the box there. Bart Verbruggen having a strong command of his own penalty area. As here's Matthijs de Ligt for the Netherlands, the former Bayern Munich player, now at Manchester United. De Ligt plays the ball across to Nathan Ake. Ake. Gravenberch. Here's Simons, Javi Simons. He's got Dumfries overlapping if he wants to bring him in. Here's Denzel Dumfries. Dumfries back to Simons. And it's Reinders to Schuiten. And it's Simons again. Does a quick 1-2 with Schuiten. And it's across there to Virgil van Dijk. Good ball played forward there by Ake. And here's Brobby on the edge of the penalty area. And it's a chance for Cody Gakpo. Oh, and a super save. A really smashing save there by Marc-Andre ter Stegen. But once again, Brian Brobby creating the opportunity. This forward is extremely strong. And Germany at the moment, they can't handle him. Certainly Jonathan Tah can't, as he just laid it off here. Gakpo was actually in an offside position, so it probably wouldn't have stood, but Marc-Andre ter Stegen wasn't to know that. It was a good save by the Barcelona keeper as he launches the ball downfield. Chasing this one is Florian Wirtz, but Van Dijk is watching that one. He just heads it down to Denzel Dumfries. He's under pressure by Musiala, and Musiala is fouled by Denzel Dumfries, much to the frustration. Musiala, fouls Denzel Dumfries, much to the frustration of Jamal Musiala. But this, again, is a super save. But once again, Brian Brobby causing havoc in that German defence. And it's... here come Germany now with Kai Havertz. He gives it there. And there's a real chance for Germany. Oh, it's a good save. It comes back and it's in. It's Dennis Undav. Well, Germany are level, and just like that, Germany, the Mannschaft, have equalised. It's 1-1, and it's Dennis Undav on 38 minutes, and that goal seemed to just come out of nowhere. First of all, the chance for Germany was on there with Dennis Undav initially, and then he moved into the middle. Let's take a look at this again because it's a very interesting manoeuvre. Dennis Undav played the ball through to Wirtz. It was saved by Bart Verbruggen and then just fell nicely into the path of Dennis Undav, who rifled the ball into the roof of the net. And Germany are level at the Johan Cruijff ArenA, and it's 1-1. Well, we are seeing some goals and some action in this first half. Germany level, and they will be happy with that, given the possession that they've had. And Holland will be very disappointed with that. The ball just broke loose to Dennis Undav. It was a good save from the goalkeeper. The Dutch defence, they were really not watching Undav as Joshua Kimmich deals with Brian Brobby. But again, that goes behind. That should be a corner to the Netherlands, despite Kimmich's protests. And he's protesting that his shirt was pulled. The referee gave a corner to the Netherlands. It's Dennis Undav's first goal for Germany, incidentally, and he'll be happy with that. And the corner is going to be taken anyway on the far side, and it's Xavi Simons that's going to take it. It's Netherlands 1, Germany 1 at the Johan Cruijff ArenA in Amsterdam. The corner is going to be swung in now by Simons. He goes short, in fact, to Reinders. Reinders, who scored the first goal after 2 minutes, gives it back there to Simons. Back to Reinders. Reinders holds the ball up. And he gives the ball there to Nathan Ake. Ake just trying to skip away from Florian Wirtz. Gives the ball to Reinders again. Reinders, he's got Schuiten alongside him. He holds the ball up well, does Reinders. He finally manages to find Brian Brobby, but Brobby goes all the way back to the goalkeeper as he cheers to maintain possession there. And we've got 5 minutes to go till halftime. We'll get a report from Mike in a moment as that ball was long looking for Nathan Ake there. But I just wonder if he was in an offside position. We're going to see here. Referee has held up play there. Nathan Ake looks like he's in a bit of discomfort. Mike, can we have a report for you? 5 minutes to go till halftime there as well, right?
just slightly over that. Finland in possession with Teemu Pukki at the moment, but yeah, still 0-0. And England just had a moment there with Harry Kane, but the ball was out of play anyway, so nothing came of that. And yeah, still 0-0. Not really an awful lot going on, to be fair.
All right, thanks very much. Nathan Ake has gone down. It looks like he pulled up with something. It could have been a hamstring. We may well see our first substitution of the game here, because Nathan Ake definitely pulled up with something there. As we take a look again at Germany's equaliser. Good save by Bart Verbruggen. Just waved his arm at it, but it only bounced straight to Dennis Undav, who rifled the ball past the goalkeeper. Matthijs de Ligt, Virgil van Dijk were nowhere near Undav, and it was too easy for him. Both goals really in this game come as a consequence of some pretty poor defending. But still, the Dutch defender Nathan Ake is down. This could be bad news for Manchester City. They could do without losing Nathan Ake. We're just going to see who's going to be coming on for Holland, as Ronald Koeman just giving some instructions to Ryan Gravenberch. And we'll get a report at halftime from Mike, pending any action that might happen before then. It looks like it is, yes, it's Jurrien Timmer, the Arsenal player, who could be coming on, the Arsenal left back, as Nathan Ake now, there's a stretcher on for him, so we're going to have some stoppage time at the end of this first half, but that looks pretty serious for Nathan Ake. And he still looks in a great deal of pain right now. They're bringing on the stretcher. Just trying to see what happened here. You can see him pull up right there. I just wonder whether that is, in fact, a hamstring. But he looked in a lot of pain. And obviously, we hope that he recovers very, very quickly. While this is going on, there's been a big chance for England, Mike.
Yeah, it was Trent Alexander-Arnold. His effort just whistled past the post there. Was only inches as well. Was not very far away at all from Trent. And that's the closest we've had, bar the offside header from Harry Kane, to a goal in this first half as well.
All right. England, would you say England are becoming a little bit frustrated at the moment? I mean, most would be expecting them to be leading by now.
Yeah, as I said before, Finland have got them... well, so Finland are causing a few problems on the counter attack. They just won a corner here as well. So I think it's the number 14. I think it was what was the guy's name now? It was Keskainen, who's causing a few problems for England as well. So he's just going to whip this corner in, but nothing came of that. It was cleared out by Rico Lewis. So yeah, I think England are getting a little bit frustrated now. And obviously they've had a couple of moments, but yeah, Finland are kind of holding their own, to be fair, as well.
All right, thanks, Mike. Well, the stretcher now is taking Nathan Ake off, and coming on, as I mentioned before, is Jurrien Timmer, the Arsenal left back. And it's unfortunate for Nathan Ake. We all hope he makes a very swift recovery. And we're going to get the game back underway here. I suspect there'll be about 5 or 6 minutes stoppage time at the end of this first half. As a consequence, here is Pascal Gross now for Germany. Gross holds the ball up on the centre line, gives it to the number 17, Florian Wirtz. And it's with Joshua Kimmich, back to Wirtz, to Gross. Gross to Musiala. Musiala holds the ball up here. And it's now with Wirtz again. Wirtz to Kimmich. Havertz. Germany building up strong. Here's Pascal Gross, Jonathan Tah. And it's Kimmich again, back to Gross. And up in the air there by Robert Anderlecht. Headed down, well, tried to head it down by Nico Schlotterbeck. Winning the ball there is Gravenberch. And finally, Timmer just ushers that ball out of play. Free kick for a dangerous position for a foul on Gomez by Kamara. We'll go to Mike at half time unless something comes up there. We have 3 minutes stoppage time here at the end of the first half. And it's the throw-in is going to be taken there by the substitute during Timmer. And one in midfield by Sutton. Sutton is dispossessed now. And Germany coming forward here with Dennis Undav. With Jamal Musiala to Dennis Undav. Undav tries to play the ball through. It nearly bounces back to David Rahm. And that nearly gave the German left back the chance to give them the lead. But this all came about from Jersey Sutton going down there. And that free kick was fired over by Trent Alexander-Arnold anyway. But Dennis Undav just trying to feed the ball through to Florian Wirtz, but it just didn't work out. And it's a goal kick. There's a minute added on at Wembley, so they should get to halftime before we do. We've played it a minute and a half here at the Johan Cruijff ArenA. And here's David Rahm now for Germany. Over the halfway line to Kai Havertz, and then to Jamal Musiala. Back to Havertz. Havertz drops the ball back there to Musiala. Musiala does a quick 1-2 with Pascal Gross. Back with Kai Havertz. Musiala. Back to Gross. David Rahm tries to play the ball through to Jamal Musiala. Good work by Jersey Sutton to put that ball out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in to Germany, level with the Holland penalty area down the left-hand side, and it's thrown to Nico Schlotterbeck, who gives the ball to Robert Anderlecht. Anderlecht has got Kimmich away on the right-hand side. He gives the ball to Jonathan Tah. It's now with Kimmich. It's half-time at Wembley. We're going to get you a report as soon as we get to half-time here. The ball is swung in over to David Rahm. It breaches. It's a chance. It's 2-1 to Germany. And it's put in by Joshua Kimmich. And Germany, right at the end of the first half, taking 2-1 lead in the Johan Cruijff ArenA. And it is Joshua Kimmich with the simplest of tasks in the end. The German captain gives them the lead. The Dutch can't believe it, but it is, in fact, a goal. Let's take a look at this again. Let's make sure there's no offsides. The ball was played across to David Rahm. He plays the ball across, getting there first. As we take a look at this again, Dennis Undav got here first and knocked the ball on to Joshua Kimmich. So Dennis Undav has got an assist there. That's really good work by him. Pulls the ball across to Joshua Kimmich, who taps the ball home, and Germany are 2-1 to the good at the end of this first half when they were behind 1-0 after just 2 minutes. So what is Ronald Koeman going to say during his halftime talk now? Because some of those plans must be in absolute tatters. Well, we've played the 3 minutes now. We're just waiting to see how long the official is going to add on. As that's it. That is half-time. Well, goals on 2 minutes by Tiani Reiners gave the Netherlands the lead, but on 38 minutes, Dennis Undav rifled Germany level and also played a part in the assist to
So I'm not too sure what's going on there. I can't actually hear Paul at this moment in time, but with the England game 0-0 at half time, we've had a couple of chances here for England. I still can't hear you at the moment, Paul. No, not sure what's happening there. But we had a couple of chances for England, a couple of chances from Bukayo Saka, Trent Alexander-Arnold had a couple as well, one being a set piece that was over the top. But Finland have also been dangerous on the counter-attacks themselves as well. Harry Kane had the ball in the back of the net, but that was disallowed for offside. But other than that, Finland have defended well and have held their own. But they have also caused problems on the counter-attack for England too. I think it was just before half-time there that Germany went 2-1 up. Okay, Paul, no worries. I think Paul's going to do a little reset there just to try something because I think he's had a few technical issues at the moment. But yeah, so let's have a look here at some of the stats regarding this England game. It's 8 shots to 2 for England, 2 shots on target to Finland's none. Shots off target, there's 3 for England and 1 for Finland. And block shots, 3 for England and 1 for Finland again. Goalkeepers made 2 saves as well. Herodecki in the Finland goal, but Jordan Pickford's yet to make a save for England. Aerial duels, Finland have won 4 to England's 3. There's been 4 fouls committed each, 8 corners to England and 2 to Finland. I think we've got Paul back now, do we?
Mike, can you hear me?
I can now, yeah.
Oh, terrible technical problems. I'm so sorry. Right. Okay. Well, let's talk about the scores at half time in the Nations League, starting with the group that Germany are in. They, of course, are leading 2-1 at half time. And the other game going on, it's Hungary 0, Bosnia 0, Albania 0, Georgia 0, Czech Republic 2, Ukraine 1, England 0, Finland 0, as you heard from Mike, Ireland 0, Greece 0, League C, Latvia 1, Faroe Islands 0, North Macedonia 0, Armenia 0, Andorra 0, Malta 1. And those are your half-time scores. We're just going to take a quick break. We'll be back for the start of the second half. Join us then. Welcome back to the start of the second half. They're also underway in the game at Wembley. Looks like we might be seeing some half-time substitutions as the rest of the Netherlands team are coming out for the start of the second half. And 2 subs for Finland as well. Might as well go and hear about them from Mike. You're underway in the second half. England started well in the second half.
Yeah, we've only had we had about a minute, just over a minute, and England were just in possession there with Trent Alexander-Arnold just whipped one in, and it's just gone out of play for a throw. But the changes are Uranen and Pukki have made way for Niskanen and Kalman, who's the 2 men that have just entered the fray for Finland at half-time there.
All right, thanks, Mike. A double substitution for the Dutch as well. We're going to go through that in a moment. Let's have a look here. So number 16, Quinten Timmer, is coming on along with Jean-Paul van Hecker, and being replaced is Matthijs de Ligt and Jerdy Schutten. For Germany, Voldemir Anton is coming on, and Jonathan Tah is off for Germany as well. And we are about to get the second half underway with Germany attacking the goal to our left. And attacking the goal to our right, as there's a false start by Germany there, as Jamal Musiala wanted to get the game underway. The referee wasn't ready. So we're going to try again, as Jamal Musiala gets the game back underway now, with Germany with a slender 2-1 lead at the break. Get this second half underway, and Kimmich gives the ball all the way back to Marc-Andre ter Stegen. As for the Dutch, the double substitution, bringing on Quinten Timmer and Jean-Paul van Hecker. As it's won there by Timmer, and he plays the ball forward, and just challenging there is Schlotterbeck. Chance here as well for Timmer again. It breaks loose for him one more time, and right to the edge of the area here now to Ryan Gravenberch, but Ryan Gravenberch is almost dispossessed, and finally it was cleared away by Nico Schlotterbeck all the way to the halfway line. Chasing that ball was Jean-Paul van Hecker, but it goes out of play for a throw-in. And here's Jamal Musiala now for Germany. He's dispossessed, that time by Denzel Dumfries. And he gives the ball all the way back to Bart Verbruggen. And it's released to Van Dijk. Van Dijk just gives the ball there to the number 16 there for Holland, Quinten Timmer. Here's Jean-Paul van Hecker, and drops the ball to Van Dijk. Van Dijk to Timmer, back to Van Hecker. Holds the ball up well and just plays the ball across there to Simons. Simons cuts the full width of the pitch from the right side to the left, and Simons just drops the ball back into his own half of the field. Now there's an injury in the England game. I believe England never played down. We'll go there in a moment, but here's Cody Gakpo now for Holland. It's played into the penalty area, and it's attempted to be played across. So it's back for Gakpo again, and it's into Marc-Andre ter Stegen, as Julian Timmer there was trying to get the cross in. So let's go and hear about that injury now with Mike watching the England game at Wembley.
Yeah, so it was Aston Villa's Ezri Konsa who was down. He looks like he's going to be okay. Harry Maguire was warming up as a precaution, but it looks like the Aston Villa man is going to be all right to carry on.
All right, thanks, Mike. As Joshua Kimmich plays the ball back to ter Stegen, and he releases the ball to Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck just nicely laid off that time by Dennis Undav to Florian Wirtz, who keeps on his feet. He was having his shirt pulled by Jan-Paul van Hecker there. I'm not sure whether the referee has finally pulled that up, but it looked to me like that was a foul by Van Hecker, but it's actually been given the other way. And the free kick will be taken by Van Hecker down the right hand side here to Simons. Simons gets a cross in and it's flicked on all the way to the back post to Gatko. Gatko now lining up the shot. He's holding up. He's being watched closely there by Musiala, and he got the shot away, did Gatko, and it deflected off Jamal Musiala and goes behind for a corner to the Netherlands, who have started very brightly at the start of the second half. And Germany just need to wake up a little bit, because they're finding themselves under the cosh here from the Netherlands. And the start of the second half, they look very, very positive. But the corner is going to be taken by Xavi Simons as they attempt to get themselves back into this game at home against Germany. Xavi Simons swings it in. Marc-Andre ter Stegen opts to punch it, but he only punches it in the air. It's headed down by Van Hecker, but there is a foul there, and it's going to be a free kick to Germany. We just see that cross coming in there. It's just punched there by the goalkeeper, rather than opting to catch it, and that's where the referee determined where the foul was. So it's going to be a free kick. Referee telling ter Stegen to get on with it. Gives it to Anton. Anton back to the goalkeeper. Ter Stegen again. Launches it downfield. Up in the air there is Florian Wirtz, but it's won comfortably there by Timmer. And picking up the ball is Simons again, looking for Gatko. Gatko is about 30 yards out. Launches it in the ball there for Brian Brobin. And that was really well done and won there by Nico Schlotterbeck. Germany now failing to get the ball away, though. Here's Simons. Simons through to Brobin. Brobin pulls the ball across, and it's tapped into the net. And it's 2-2. And the goal scorer for Holland there is Denzel Dumfries. And Holland are level. In the end, it was a very, very simple goal. And once again, Germany's defence collapses as they really failed to clear that ball away. And Holland have scored, and it's going to be 2-2. Looking at this again, Robbie there holds up well. He pulls the ball across, but coming back there to nobody was picking up Denzel Dumfries. David Raum was not close enough, and it was just in the end an easy tap in and very poor defending once again by Germany. And it is 2-2 now. And we'll get a quick catch-up now from Wembley. England still drawing 0-0 with Finland. Chance for a free kick taken by Kane, Mike.
Yeah, so it was just Harry Kane just a moment ago, and his effort was just saved there by the goalkeeper, Hamadeki, and it was England in possession again now. But yeah, 54 minutes played, and it still remains goalless.
Well, you've just come back just as Kai Havertz has missed an absolute sitter. David Raum just got down the left-hand side. It was swung in, it missed everybody. And Kai Havertz was ghosting in behind Dumfries with an empty net, and he put it over the crossbar. And, well, will Germany live to regret that miss? Because that was a golden opportunity by Kai Havertz. The ball is cleared downfield by Bart Verbruggen. It's flicked on there to Cody Gakpo as Holland coming forward in numbers again. The ball is played across there to Reinders. Reinders down the left-hand side to Dumfries, right-hand side to Dumfries again, but the ball into the middle is disappointing. Being informed that from that free kick was really a wonderful one-handed save by the Finland keeper, Hladaki. You see that ball just free kick, that cross just come in again, and well, that's debatable. Cody Gakpo goes down. It looks like he's being handled there, and I just wonder, that was very, very dangerous play by Schlotterbeck, because I've seen those given as penalties, to be perfectly honest. Here's Anderlecht, and the ball is now with Gross. Back to Anderlecht, just over the halfway line. Back to Gross. And it's Gross again. He launches the ball towards the back post to Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich brings the ball down comfortably. And it's a good ball to Jamal Musiala. Can he get the cross in? No, he can, but Virgil van Dijk puts the ball behind for a corner, and we are Netherlands 2, Germany 2 at the Johan Cruijff ArenA. And to be honest with you, it's probably about right, given the start that the Netherlands has made to the second half. They've certainly looked a lot more in control of it than Germany have. The corner is going to be taken now by Pascal Gross. Looks like he's going to outswing this one. The referee is just, there's a stoppage in play. As you can see here that Quentin Timmer is under the stewardship of Kai Havertz, and there's just a lot of jostling going on. The corner finally will be taken. It's short to Weerts. Now Weerts pulls it back to Jamal Musiala, who tries to swing the ball in, but it's disappointing. It goes behind for a goal kick. And with 54 minutes gone, it's Netherlands 2, Germany 2. And all of a sudden, there seems to be some arguing with Virgil van Dijk and the goalkeeper, Bart Verbruggen. There has been a goal at Wembley. We're going to get that in a moment, but we have a bit of an issue here because it's a potential penalty check. They're claiming a penalty, and that looked like a stonewall penalty to me, it has to be said. Are they going to check this one? Let's have a look. Oh, that looked like a stonewall penalty on Jamal Musiala there, but it was not given. And well, that is very, very interesting, and again, a very controversial moment there. But let's go and hear about the goal at Wembley, Mike.
Yeah, it's that man, Harry Kane. He's just fired that one. He's absolutely with a plumb past Hladecki there in the Finland goal. The goalkeeper's denied him on a couple of occasions. VAR has denied him on an occasion as well in the first half, but nothing was stopping that one. Absolutely wonderful goal there from Harry Kane. England 1-up.
Well, you wanted a goal, Mike. Now you have it. Do you think the floodgates could open up for England now?
Possibly. That was a bit poor there from Finland as well. They were a bit sloppy just before the goal there. So, yeah, possibly England might be able to go on and get a couple more now, yeah.
Well, back here now, and here is Reinders. Reinders drops the ball out to Cody Gakpo, just out wide, and Gakpo then just drops the ball back to Timmer. Timmer lays it off for Ryan Gravenberch with a shot, and struggling with that was Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He manages to keep it out and just bat it away from one of the Dutch players coming in now. I'm just not quite sure who that was. It was a good save by ter Stegen, and I'm just trying to see who that was coming in. It was at the corner of my eye there, but it's a goal kick, in fact, that's been given. Ryan Gravenberch not happy with that. As this big match is really beginning to heat up between these two sides. You can see that both sides now temper's starting to become frayed a little bit. And here's Anton. England almost doubling their lead. It's a throw into Holland, so we're going to go and get that information in just a moment's time. We're just going to see this attack by Holland, and it's Jurrien Timmer who's going to take the throw-in. Timmer just drops it down to Robin there, and it finally comes off Robert Anderlecht, and it's going to be a corner for Netherlands. 2-2 here, and we'll get to the England game in just a few moments' time, but we'll just see this corner as lining up there on the edge of the area. There is Brian Brobbin. Xavi Simons is going to take this corner. It's Netherlands 2, Germany 2 here at the Johan Cruijff ArenA, and this game has been very exciting. It's swung in, the heads go up. It's just, I want to say that come off Valdemar Anton, and it's going to be another corner here. Well, we're just waiting for that. Mike, quickly, if you just want to tell us about that chance.
Yeah, so Rico Lewis just had a chance there to make it too, but it's just gone wide. And that's the end of Esri Kontra's evening as well. He did go down not too long ago, and he wanted to just see if he could carry on, but obviously not. Obviously the injury was too much for him, and he's just been replaced by Levi Caldwell of Chelsea just now.
All right, so the corner about to be taken again by Xavi Simons, this time on the right-hand side. The ball bouncing around, it comes out to the edge of the area to Quentin Timmer, and he plays it all the way back into the centre circle there to Reiners, and he plays it back to the goalkeeper. Bart Verbruggen launches it downfield, and it's headed on by Virgil van Dijk. And here's a chance for, there was a chance for Brian Brobry again. And once again, he won the battle of the strength there, this time against Nico Schlotterbeck. But that was a great chance for Brian Brobby to give the Netherlands a 2-1 lead, to give the Netherlands a 3-2 lead. He had more time than he realised, I think, as well. I don't think there was any foul there. Schlotterbeck was claiming a foul, but not for me. It was just brute strength, really, by Brian Brobry. And here is Anton. Anton launches the ball forward. Dennis Undav is on the way. Undav now finds Jamal Musiala. This is a good opportunity for Germany. Musiala, the shot is blocked. And it's turned away and behind, and it's going to be a corner. And Denzel Dumfries is clutching the bottom of his foot, and he looks in a bit of pain. Well, Dennis Undav, once again, could have been involved again there. He brought this ball down really, really well, and then played the ball through to Jamal Musiala, whose shot was blocked, and it was finally cleared away. But Denzel Dumfries now is back on his feet, and it's going to be a corner to Germany on the left-hand side. Trent Alexander-Arnold was the assist provider for Kane's goal, apparently. And this is a corner going to be taken now by Pascal Gross. It's going to be swung in. And the heads go up. It's flicked on by Denzel Dumfries, and finally to Undav. Undav releases the ball there to David Rahm. David Rahm it goes down under the challenge of Brian Brobin. And it's the referee is David Rahm looks in a lot of pain. I actually, to be honest with you, I didn't really see. Let's have a look at this and see how late it was. Oh, that was late. That was late. And once again, I have to say, the referee has missed that challenge as well, coupled with the penalty appeal from earlier on. But David Rahm now just needs some time to get on his feet. He's hopefully it'll just be an impact knock. Substitution at the England game. Well, David Rahm is just getting to his feet. Do you want to just quickly tell us about that, Mike?
Yeah, so the Finland player, it is Robin Lodge that's just come on, and he's replaced Jensen. Frederick Jensen has just gone off. Anthony Gordon's just had a chance straight at the goalkeeper as well. But Finland have now made 3 subs to England's 1 in terms of anyone that wanted to know anything regarding that.
Okay, here's Pascal Gross. Gross to Undav. Anderik. Anton plays the ball long over onto the far side, and it just comes off David Rahm, and it goes out of play. And David Rahm still moving very gingerly from that challenge from Brobby. And, well, if I'm being honest, it was a tough challenge. And anyway, the game goes on, and that's Jan Paul van Hekke. The ball is played forward, but just nipping in there ahead of Brobby is Nico Schlotterbeck, and picking up the ball there is fouled is Florian Wirtz. He had his shirt pulled there, and it'll be a free kick to Germany. It's taken quickly, and Robert Anderik from behind. That is most definitely a free kick. And they really should be. And the free kick was taken quickly, and Undav is through, and he tries to lift it over the crossbar, over the goalkeeper, but it's a comfortable save in the end from Bart Verbruggen. But that free kick was taken very, very quickly, which set off Undav on his way, and he was onside. He tried to lift it over the goalkeeper, but in the end, it was a comfortable save for Bart Verbruggen, as we are now going to see a change. And it is, in fact, Dennis Undav who's going to make way. We're just going to see who is coming on. I suspect it's Maximilian Bayer. It is. So Bayer has come on, but there's 2 other substitutes for Germany coming on. Emre Can and Pavlovic are coming on as well. And I'm just trying to see who are the players coming off. Pascal Gross is one of them. And Robert Anderich is the other. So I'll just run through those substitutes for you. So Pascal Gross, Robert Anderich, and Dennis Undav are off. Maximilian Bayer, Alexander Pavlovich, and Emre Can are on for Germany. And so we'll see if Germany can perhaps get something out of this game in terms of a victory with the three that they brought on. Jan-Paul van Hecker plays the ball forward. Looks like we've had our first yellow card of the game at Wembley. Why don't you tell us about that, Mike?
Yeah, so it was Rasmus Schüler who's just been given his name in the referee's notebook there for a foul on Anthony Gordon, who's actually just made way just now for Eberici Eze. Bukayo Saka, Arsenal fans, luckily isn't going to be injured. He's made way as well for Noni Madueke, who's just had a shot there at goal, but just a good deflection and went comfortably through to Herodeki. So there are two changes there for England. Eberici Eze and also Noni Madueke coming on for Bukayo Saka and Anthony Gordon, who have just made way.
Well, Netherlands 2, Germany 2. They do have a free kick, Germany, about 10 yards inside from the left-hand side of the touchline, midway inside the Netherlands half of the field. It's going to be swung in and headed out there, only really as far as the number 16 for Germany, Pavlovich. He's a substitute, gets his first touch of the ball. And, well, David Rahm continuing for the time being. As he picks up the ball now and he drops it there to Emre Can. Can gives the ball there to Kai Havertz. Havertz, and a grueling miss, really, from Havertz earlier on that could have re-given Germany the lead. As Vladimir Anton just sends the ball back to Marc-Andre ter Stegen. And Mike just informs me he's just seen his first paper aeroplane of the game. So it looks like they're not having much fun there at Wembley. And here come Germany now. The ball is played forward. Just chasing that one is Maximilian Bayer. But getting there first was Virgil van Dijk. And he sends it all the way into Germany's half of the field and behind for a goal kick. As we take a look here. Just looking to pick up that ball was the number 14, Tiani Reiners. He's got the first goal of the 4 that has been scored today. It's cleared downfield, headed on by Kai Havertz. Virgil van Dijk will just get ahead of Bayer there, and he sends it back to the goalkeeper. Bart Verbruggen releases it back to Virgil van Dijk. And here's Jurien Timmer under pressure from his Arsenal teammate there, Kai Havertz. Havertz wins the ball out of that battle. But Quentin Timmer gets involved and somehow Germany win the ball back there. And it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. As Marc-Andre ter Stegen clears the ball downfield. And it's won comfortably there by Denzel Dumfries. And the ball is cleared downfield now. And Holland coming forward now with Xavi Simons. Simons drops the ball to Gravenberch. Oh, it's a good interception that time by Vladimir Anton. Havertz loses possession though to Reiners. Reiners down this left-hand side there, and it's picked up by Cody Gakpo. Gakpo plays the ball to Quentin Timmer. Timmer plays the ball to the other Timmer, Jurien Timmer. And here's Tiani Reiners. Back to Timmer again. We've got 22 minutes to go here at the Johan Cruijff ArenA. It is 2-2 between the Netherlands and Germany. And here is Virgil van Dijk. He goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Bart Verbruggen. Virgil van Dijk played forward. And that ball by Ryan Gravenberch was a poor one. He was looking for Jurien Timmer there, but he sends the ball out of play for a throw-in. And the ball is played back to the goalkeeper, Marc-Andre ter Stegen from Vladimir Anton. As the Excitement seemed to have settled down into both sides, just playing their way of football at the moment. No one taking any real chances right now. Marc-Andre ter Stegen now is going to play the ball downfield. It's a long ball there. Chasing that one is Pavlovic. Gravenberch comes across and puts the ball out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in. It's taken quickly by Pavlovic, looking for Bayer. The ball is headed out of play by Jean-Paul van Hecker. Throw-in again to Germany, left-hand side, level with the Netherlands penalty area. And the throw-in is going to be taken there by by David Rahm, and it's won back by Kai Havertz. Oh, here's Havertz. It just breaks loose there. And finally, again, there's just a bit of scrambling looking for the ball. Finally, Jamal Musiala wins it. Is he fouled? No, the referee has given it the other way. And Jamal Musiala was tripped. He's claiming he was tripped. And he protests to the referee, but there's nothing doing by the official, and he's given the free kick to Holland. And cutting in there, though, the Dutch have been dispossessed there. The ball to Quentin Tyrion was dispossessed by Alexander Pavlovic. And now here's Florian Wirtz for Germany. Wirtz gives the ball to Can. Back to Pavlovic. Pavlovic. Back to Can. Pavlovic. Can holds the ball up, and he gives the ball there to Anton. Anton, back to Schlotterbeck. Had a good game today, Schlotterbeck. Given to Jamal Musiala, gives the ball back to Can, and here's Kai Havertz. Havertz just flicks the ball on to Joshua Kimmich. Germany just holding possession right now. And the ball is across there. And it's a long ball chasing this one is Kai Havertz. He's in the penalty area. He's got space in front of him, Havertz. Havertz gets across to the back post. And it's a header there by David Rahm. And it goes just wide. Oh, a chance there for Germany to give themselves a lead. They've had two good opportunities in the second half. One a negligible opportunity that Kai Havertz missed. But that is also a really good opportunity for David Rahm, which he'll have expected himself to have done better. But let's get a report from Wembley now between England and Finland. Score still 1-0?
Yeah, still remains 1-0. Finland just making a change here. Keskainen's just made way for Ant-Man, who's just come on. But Eze's just had one that's just been skied over on the volley for England as well. But yeah, around about... what we got? About 16 and a half minutes to play. It's still England leading by that Harry Kane goal to 0.
All right, thanks, Mike. So England at this time still leading by a goal to 0. And the throw-in is going to be taken there to Florian Wirtz, and it's back with Rahm again. He gives the ball to Emre Can. It's back into his own half to Valdemir Anton. And here's Pavlovic in the midfield for Germany. He just lifts the ball over to the right-hand side there. Sorry, the left-hand side there to David Rahm. David Rahm plays the ball back to Pavlovic. He's been quite innovative since Pavlovic has come on. He gives the ball to Emre Can. And lifted in or attempted to be lifted in by Kimmich. It's cleared away that time by Virgil van Dijk, but only into the centre circle, which is taken by Schlotterbeck. Schlotterbeck plays the ball down the left-hand side, and it's Florian Wirtz now. Wirtz is picked up by David Rahm, going down in the penalty area is Musiala. He stays on his feet though that time, and goes all the way across the penalty area, and it's picked up by Pavlovic, who lashes the ball out for Brobby. And the German players are not entirely happy with Brobby. They think he might be playing some games here, and Emre Can goes over. He's trying to calm Brobby down. Schlotterbeck is having his say. Well, the referee and Virgil van Dijk trying to calm Brobby down. Now, at this point, I think Brobby might just as well be taking his captain's advice and walk away. He might have fallen awkwardly. And we're going to see what is going on there. So the referee stopped play. It wasn't a head injury, so really the referee shouldn't have stopped play. Geertruida is now coming on for Holland, and he is going to replace Javi Simons. So Xavi Simons coming off as the Dutch make their 4th substitution, as he's slowly making his way off the field. And Geertruida will be coming on for him. Xavi Simons had a good game today. He's been part of that front three that has made life so difficult for the German defence. So the throw-in is giving the ball back to Bart Verbruggen when Germany were in possession. Usually you would give the ball back. And in this case, Bart Verbruggen launches the ball all the way downfield. Germany preparing perhaps another substitution. The two benches are arguing one with another now, as Wout Weghorst is having his say at one of the German coaches. He wants to mind his own business and focus on whether or not he is going to be coming on. Here's Kimmich, drops the ball back there to David Raum. And we've had another goal in the game at Wembley. Mike, who's it come for?
It's come for England, and it's come to that man, Harry Kane, once again on his 100th appearance for his nation there. And it was well taken finish from the former Spurs man as well. Noni Madueke, the substitute, was the assister and the provider for Harry Kane. But it's currently England 2 now, Finland 0. Harry Kane at the double.
All right, thanks, Mike. England look like they are on their way to 3 more points in the Nations League. This game at the moment has 15 minutes to go. Seems to be heading towards a 2-2 draw. Let's see if any one of the two teams can change that. And Julian Nagelsmann does not look very impressed at the moment. And again, the time being taken here to take this throw-in by Jurrien Timmer, and the referee has not taken any action. It's pretty poor all round. Here's Timmer now. He's dispossessed and the ball is cleared away by Anton Waldemar. And it's cleared away again, this time by Joshua Kimmich and brought down by Virgil van Dijk. The ball is played across now. Joshua Kimmich is now down. He's the latest player to be down. And the referee is coming over just to make sure that he's okay. And Kimmich is just about getting on his feet. It was for just looking at this way, a clash with Cody Gakpo. And the ball now, we'll get the game back underway as the ball is given to Marc-Andre ter Stegen. And we've got 14 minutes to go here. It's Netherlands 2, Germany 2 at the Johan Cruijff ArenA. England about to make a 4th and 5th substitution, but here is Kai Havertz now. Let's see what he can do, Havertz. He's inside the penalty area, down the left-hand side. The ball is dropped back to Florian Wirtz, but he's offside. Let's hear about those substitutions, Mike.
So, just awaiting these substitutions, it's Mark Guéhi coming on for John Stones in the first of those. It looks like Jarrod Bowen is going to be the second man to come on as well. I'm just going to see who Jarrod Bowen is going to come on for in a second. But Mark Guéhi has entered the fray to replace John Stones. And there's no hat-trick for Harry Kane. He's the man that's just been replaced by Jarrod Bowen in England's last substitute they can make of the 5.
All right, thanks, Mike. We'll hear from you again before full time, no doubt, as the ball is back with Jurrien Timmer, as he gives the ball to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk holds the ball up and just does a quick 1-2 there with the number 6, Ryan Gravenberch. Here's Jan-Paul Van Hecke. Van Hecke just over the halfway line now. He just drops the ball down the right-hand side there to Denzel Dumfries. And just winning the ball back there is Florian Wirtz. Germany pressing now, wanting to see if they can grab a winner here. And Pavlovic plays the ball forward. Back again with Nico Schlotterbeck. And back now with Emre Can. Emre Can holds the ball up and just gives the ball to Pavlovic. Pavlovic lifts the ball over the top looking for Maximilian Bayer, but it is too far ahead of Bayer and goes all the way through to Bart Verbruggen. As here is Virgil van Dijk. As we've got about 12 minutes remaining here. And there's a chance really for either of these sides to grab a winner here. Of course, a winner by either side at this point will put them in commanding position in the group. As here's Denzel Dumfries. The ball is played forward there to Brobby. And but nipping in and making a challenge there is Joshua Kimmich. Gives the ball back to the goalkeeper. And now a chance here now as Kai Havertz is away. Havertz has got Wirtz making his way towards the penalty area, but it is a really poor ball by Kai Havertz. But the clearance still only finds Pavlovic. Pavlovic now for Germany. Gives the ball to Havertz. One more time. See what he can do with it this time. It's back to Musiala. Musiala now is about 25 yards out. Gives the ball back to Pavlovic. Pavlovic lifts the ball to the back post. It's laid off nicely there to Wirtz. Wirtz choosing not to shoot. He tries to shoot this time, but it takes a deflection off Cody Gakpo and goes wide. And it's going to be a corner to Germany. As we see here again, Premier League action coming at the weekend for you. We've got 2 games this weekend. On Saturday at 5 p.m. we've got Everton versus Aston Villa at Villa Park. Mike Hardeman bringing you that. Corner outswung here, and it goes all the way to the corner of the penalty area to be picked up there by Kimmich. Kimmich drops the ball back to Pavlovic. Pavlovic gives the ball back to Kimmich. He's already got 1 goal. Kimmich swings the ball in towards the back post. And the heads go up and headed out there by Timmer, but only as far as Musiala. Musiala gets a shot away, but it's blocked there off Jan-Paul van Hecke. And it's going to be another corner to Germany as they pile on the pressure. On Sunday, we also have the North London derby for you. I'll be bringing you that on Sunday as Wout Weghorst prepares to come on for the Netherlands. I don't know if he's going to come on at the point of this corner. But he is preparing himself to come on. I assume it's going to be Brobby that's going to go off. He's played so well today. The cross comes in. Bart Verbruggen comes out and punched it, but only as far as Musiala. Musiala takes a shot. It takes a deflection off Brobby. It's going to be another corner to Germany. And Germany now loading that penalty area up. Anton in there. Can in there. Kimmich also in there. Havertz. Musiala. Goes short to Florian Wirtz. David Rahm tries to swing that corner again. It's cleared away by Van Hecke, but only as far as Jamal Musiala. And in fact, it's going to be a free kick given to the Dutch. And we're going to see a substitution now. Wout Weghorst is about to come on. Ajax signing from Burnley. And indeed it is Brian Brobby who is coming off for Wout Weghorst. And he will be coming on as that makes the 5 substitutes now for Holland. Wout Weghorst comes on hoping to steal one for the Netherlands. He tries to motivate his team. The free kick going to be taken here? Yes, it's going to be handed to Jan-Paul van Hecke, who just takes it quickly and is given to Van Dijk. Van Dijk releases it to Jurien Timmer. Timmer under pressure from Florian Wirtz, and it goes all the way back to Virgil van Dijk with Kai Havertz closing in there. And he plays it back to the goalkeeper. Bart Verbruggen releases it to Jan-Paul van Hecke. Denzel Dumfries. Back to Van Hecke. Back to the goalkeeper, Bart Verbruggen, who gives it to the Jurien Timmer. Timmer drops the ball back there to the number 15 there for the Netherlands. And that is not number 15, sorry, number 16. That is Quentin Timmer. And we have the final substitutes used for Finland, and we'll get some information on that in a moment. Here's Denzel Dumfries. Goes back to Jan-Paul van Hecke, gives it to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk into the middle of the park there. And, there's a foul that time by Quentin Timmer on Jamal Musiala. And let's hear about the 4th and 5th substitution, or the 5th substitution for Finland, Mike.
Yeah, so it was Rasmus Schüler that's just made way for, let's have a look who it was that came on here. It was Leo Walter, the man that's just come on. So that's all the quota of substitutions made by both nations now.
All right, the free kick is taken, and it's Kimmich. Kimmich across there to Nico Schlotterbeck, as I shall be preparing my player of the match, I should think, in a few moments' time. And here's Reinders for Holland. Reinders drops the ball back into his own half. Gives it to Virgil van Dijk, and he gives it back to Reinders. And he just holds the ball back there to Virgil van Dijk. It's ball played forward to Quentin Timmer, but he is fouled by Pavlovic, and it's going to be a free kick to the Netherlands. It's from a fairly dangerous position. It's a good 35 yards out, and Wout Weghorst will be making his way into the box, of course. We all know that he's capable of scoring goals. And standing over this one is Cody Gakpo, and also Tiani Reinders, also over this one as well. Reinders getting the scoring underway with his goal on the 2nd minute. Gakpo over it. Let's just see what's going to happen here. Just waiting for the referee to give his approval. We can take this free kick. Taken quickly by Gakpo. Laid off there to Gravenberch. It's launched into the box and headed down by Van Dijk. And Musiala's having trouble clearing it. And a hook shot there by Timmers goes over the crossbar and out of play for a goal kick. I'll be giving the player of the match in about 3 or 4 minutes' time here. And it is Netherlands 2, Germany 2. And it goes all the way back. It's back with Marc-Andre ter Stegen, as he's just going to release this ball now. It's a poor clearance by ter Stegen, but somehow it's kept in play. And Germany can break forward now with Jamal Musiala. Now he gives the ball down the right-hand side here, and it's Joshua Kimmich. Kimmich holds the ball up, drops it back here to Emre Can. Can, his ball is disappointing, and just trying to win that ball back was Wout Weghorst, but he was interfered with by Florian Wirtz, and Wirtz goes into the referee's notebook as the 4th German player into the officials' notebook today. And it's going to be a free kick to Holland. Yeah, you can see you just can't do that. You just kick the ball away before he's even taken it. Yellow card's always going to come out for that. 2 minutes of stoppage time in the England game. We still got 4 minutes plus stoppage time in this one. Here's Virgil van Dijk. 2-2 here at the Johan Cruijff ArenA in Amsterdam, home of Ajax Amsterdam. Virgil van Dijk gives the ball to Jan-Paul van Hecke. Van Hecke back to Virgil van Dijk. Oh, it's a good ball by Van Dijk there. Just picking up there's Cody Gakpo. Gakpo plays the ball forward, looking there for Reinders, but that's a good interception there by Emre Can. Gets it back to ter Stegen, clears the ball on, and that's a nice touch there. Tried to set the ball away by Maximilian Bayer, but good challenge by Virgil van Dijk. And at the next stoppage in play, I will give the player of the match for this evening, as sponsored by Commentary Services. Here's Weghorst. Drops the ball back to Van Hecke. Denzel Dumfries. Van Hecke. Van Hecke to Virgil van Dijk. 5 minutes of stoppage time. Actually, in the England game, actually not 2 minutes. And it's now with Denzel Dumfries. He dropped the ball back into his own half to Jan-Paul van Hecker. And here's the number 3 here, Jurien Timmer. At the moment, the Netherlands just maintaining possession, not really going that. So, yes, Mike says it's 2 minutes plus stoppage time. It is 5 minutes stoppage time in the England game. We've got 2 minutes plus stoppage time left in this one as well. Here's Gakpo. Gakpo plays the ball down the left-hand side to Reiners, but Reiners is not going to be able to keep that ball in play. And I'm going to give the player of the match now. And today's player of the match is going to go to Brian Brobby of the Netherlands. Germany have just not been able to handle him from start to finish. He's created chaos in that Germany defence, allowing the runners Cody Gakpo and Xavi Simons to cause havoc around the German goal. So today's player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services, goes to the Netherlands number 19, Brian Brobby. And also there has been a quick German substitution to make up for the 5th one. Jamal Musiala has just gone off, and Chris Feuerich has come on now for Germany, making that the 5th and final substitute for the day for Germany. And Mike has given Harry Kane as his player of the match, 2 goals on his 100th cap, as Joshua Kimmich chasing a long ball there, but Bart Verbruggen comes out and puts the ball out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for Germany. It's taken quickly. Oh, here's Florian Wirtz in the penalty area. It's been handled there, and he just lashes out with the ball, kicks it behind. It just hits the advertising hoardings and comes out, really. He's very, very frustrated there. You can tell most of the German players at this point are very, very frustrated. They really should have had a penalty in the second half for a foul on Jamal Musiala. They wasn't given it. They've defended very, very poorly. For me, I think a draw is probably the right result. We've got 3 minutes of stoppage time here. We're into that now. But I'd say a draw is about the right result for me. There's a free kick there for the foul on Quentin Timmer by Kai Havertz. And it's going to be taken by Jan-Paul van Hecker. Gives the ball back to Virgil van Dijk. 2-2 here. So let's see if either one of these sides can snatch a winner. As here's Florian Wirtz. Wirtz has got Kai Havertz overlapping. Havertz now has the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. Nice pass to Kimmich. Kimmich finds Wirtz in the area, and it's pulled across, but Wirtz is dispossessed. That's a good challenge by Jurien Timmer, just getting across there and making a good challenge on Florian Wirtz. Stopped the young German marksman from striking a shot there. He's already got 1 goal in this Nations League, of course. As here is Pavlovic. Pavlovic, a goal scorer, one of the 5 scorers against Hungary, of course. Joshua Kimmich gives the ball back to Pavlovic. Long ball over the top there. Chasing it down is David Rahm, who's also had a very good game tonight. David Rahm launches it in. Nobody taking that risk there. Last minute of stoppage time in the England game as well. We'll get a full-time report off Mike there, unless there's any further goals. Here's David Rahm. Sorry, not David Rahm. That's Anton. Gives the ball there to Pavlovic. Pavlovic to Wirtz. Gives the ball now again to Anton. One last chance maybe for Germany. Let's see if they can grab a winner here. Joshua Kimmich gets the ball back. Does Kimmich? Can he get the cross in? Oh, and just getting in front of him there was Denzel Dumfries. A fine challenge there on Maximilian Bayer. And we think that ball may have eventually just come off Bayer as well. Well, if we just take a look at it, yes, it did. It come off Bayer last, but that's really, really good defending. And it's actually by the substitute, Geertruida. As Bart Verbruggen will now launch this ball downfield. And the heads go up. And, oh, it just misses. Just misses the number 11 there for Germany. That was an opportunity there for Chris Feuerich, really, to bring that ball under control. Finally, the challenge is made by Schlotterbeck, but the Dutch are coming forward now, and it's 4-on-3 if they hurry. And the ball's bouncing around there, and finally it's only cleared as far away as Reinders. But the ball is now picked up, and forward now are the Netherlands. Forward now is Germany with Kai Havertz. Havertz, he loses the ball to Virgil van Dijk easily. We've played the 3 minutes, and that's it. It is full time here, and it finishes all square at the Johan Cruijff ArenA. The first goal scored by Reinders on 2 minutes. The equaliser on 38 minutes by Dennis Undav, who also had an assist on Joshua Kimmich's goal on 40 on the 3rd minute of stoppage time. The German players surrounding the referee. The equaliser coming on 51 minutes from Denzel Dumfries as we. Well, the referee was caught. I think they're complaining at the point that the referee blew full time, but it's 2-2 is where it finishes here. Let's get a full-time report from Mike as England are victorious with a 2-0 victory over Finland.
Yes, 2 goals from Harry Kane there for England. The difference on his 100th cap for his nation there. He's now on 68 goals internationally as Harry Kane as well, which is quite a good record, to be fair. Alexander-Arnold and also Angel Gomez impressed. Anthony Gordon looked right in the first half. Jack Grealish was causing problems again for Finland as well as he did for Ireland as well. Noni Madueke looked good for me off the bench. And as for Finland, they had a few moments of their own in the first half, but nothing that really tested Jordan Pickford. I don't actually remember Jordan Pickford making a save of note in that game at all, to be honest. So comfortable evening's work for Jordan Pickford and the back line. The only worry there is Ezri Konsa, who was forced off by injury. But other than that, quite a comfortable 2-0 victory for England, really.
All right, thanks, Mike. Well, before we go off air, we'll just give you the scores in the other Nations League game. The only other game in League A today is in the same group as Germany, A3. Hungary and Bosnia played out a 0-0 draw, so that group is as it were now before the start of this game. In League B, Albania 0, Georgia 1. Czech Republic 3, Ukraine 2. England 2, Finland 0, as you're aware. They're in 4 minutes of stoppage time at the Aviva Stadium. It's Ireland 0, Greece 2. In League C, Latvia 1, Faroe Islands 0. It's just finished in North Macedonia. 10-man North Macedonia 2, Armenia 0. And in League D, Andorra 0, Malta 1. So we've got 2 games coming this weekend as the Premier League is back. On Saturday at Villa Park, we've got Mike bringing you Everton versus Aston Villa. And on Sunday, we have the North London derby between Spurs versus Arsenal. I will be bringing you that one. And for now, though, at the Johan Cruijff ArenA in Amsterdam, it finishes Netherlands 2, Germany 0. Goodbye for now.